What's going on, y'all? So I had an email from a viewer. Um, he said, "What if she don't love you no more?" Right? Um, yeah, that's a big one. That's a real big one. Um, it's tough because first we have to dissect what love really is. Okay. Um, so love, in my opinion, in my experience, is it's an action word. Right. Yeah, you can love your car. I can love this jacket. Whatever. You can love an item, but that's a feeling. That's an emotional connection or attachment you have to something that you value, right? So there is that aspect of love, right? Like you can value something so much that you appreciate it so much it makes you feel a certain way, right? You could call that admiration. You could call it obsession. You could call it love. You know what I'm saying? But what is real love? And this is what society has planted on us. And they teach us that love is a feeling, and once that feeling is gone, you don't love no more. That's wrong. That's wrong as hell, right? And when it comes to relationships, we're taught that if you don't love that, if you don't have that feeling anymore, the honeymoon phase is gone. If you don't have that anymore, you don't love that person. That's bullshit, right? Relationships, are transactional. Every relationship is transactional, right? Business relationship, marriage relationship. It's all about what you do for that person and what do they do for you. What do you do for them? What do they do for you? Right? It's a transaction, right? It's agreements. You understand? So if that's the case, relationships are a choice. That's it. It's simply a choice, right? You can't just go off of how you feel. You can't just go off of love. I love this person or I don't love this person. It's about what you're willing to commit to giving to that person every day or to that business entity, if it's a business, whatever, if it's a partnership or business relationship, you know, team situation, whatever. It's about what value you bring to the table for them and what they give back to you. It's an exchange of value. And if that value that you're receiving from them is not good enough, it's not up to your standard, then you're not going to be willing to uphold your side of the bargain. You understand what I'm saying? So, when it comes to that question, what if she don't love you no more? All right. Well, first off, there's an immaturity factor on her behalf, right? She's not willing to commit to her decision to move forth with the relationship or the marriage or whatever the case may be, right? So it's all about values, you know. You as a man have to build up your woman's value system, right? Through you. You have to teach her your values as a man and what the family values are going to be or what the relationship values are going to be. And you have to instill those values in her. You have to make sure she understands that, right? And she exercises that. It's all about agreements. You understand? That's why conflict occurs when one person has broken an agreement. Um, then you create conflict and disorder, disharmony, right? So once again, if she don't love you anymore, quote, you know, there's a problem with the agreements that you guys have and the commitment that you have to those agreements that you made with each other. All right. So, like I said before, love is action, right? You have to love. It's an action. It's an action verb. You know what I'm saying? The action word, which is a verb, right? You have to do something for somebody. So when you're in a relationship, you got to know what it is, the things you're gonna do for that person, and you have to be committed to those things, and you have to keep doing them, right? It might be the man has committed to making sure that his woman is provided for financially. You know what I'm saying? Or he's there emotionally for her. You know what I'm saying? You know, he might rub her back every couple of nights. You know, take the trash out. you know, you know, stuff like that, man. It's just agreements, and then the woman has to agree to uphold her side of the bargain. You know, she got to support you. She got to look after the house or look after the kids or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? To make things work, you guys have to have a goal that you're shooting towards. You know, is it a family? Is it family legacy that you're trying to build? Is it you're trying to? You have to look into the next 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? What is it that you guys have come together to do? What's the bigger picture? What is the end result of you guys being together? You have to know what that is. And you as a man, you have to say, all right, if it was me, that's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, look, what do you want? That's what I would say to her. What do you want? She would say, okay, I want this, I want that. Okay, no, next 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you want? When you're old and gray, you know what I'm saying? You're in your 70s or whatever the case may be, right? What do you want? And she let her explain it, right? You go, okay, well, this is what I want. And then you tell her what you want, and you have to see if they align. If they align, then you can go, okay, you know what, we're in alignment. We want the same thing, right? Well, this is what I'm prepared to do. I'm prepared to do boom, 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 boom. Now, I think you need to do this, boom, 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 so I can do my job. And you know what I'm saying? And if you do what you need to do, I can do my job. This is how we create a connection, right? So that way we can get to the end goal. And look, are you willing to agree to those things? I'll help you get to where you want to go, right? It's pretty much like a sales pitch, really. You know what I mean? Like, life is sales, you know, as they say. It really is. Like, you have a problem or there's something you want, you know, find the solution. There's the gap, it needs to be filled, right? So it's up to you to show that you're the best person for the job, you know, or the best person that can help her to get to where she wants to go, right? So, you know, and as you appreciate each other, like I appreciate her doing those things and she appreciates me doing those things, you build an appreciation value and admiration. I admire the fact that she can look after the kids and look after the house and cook these dope ass meals, and while I'm going out here working and shit, boom, 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 right? And she's like, damn, you know, I love the fact that he can just get up early in the morning, go to work, deal with all these people, and go out in the world and penetrate and make this money, bring it back, and you know, I love the way he comes in and he makes decisions, and she admires you for that. Admiration, like I said, love. That's the connection. You know what I'm saying? You got love from an action point, and you have love from a feelings point of admiration. You know, it's like admiring a car, Lamborghini or whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? Lamborghini, yeah. I'm not too big on Lambos, but you know, that's another conversation, right? I'm more into luxury sports cars. I hope this makes sense to you. You know, so just going back real quick. What if she don't love you, right? You need to sit her down, ask her what she wants, tell her what you want, see if it aligns, right? See if it's worth for you to keep up your end of the bargain, right? And then put it on a trial. Say, let's try this out. Let's see if it works. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep things structured. And then you got yourself. That's a whole nother thing. You have to make sure that you, as an entity, as a human, as a person, you know, are keeping in alignment with who you are and holding yourself to a certain level of integrity, right? You know, you can't base your happiness on somebody else, right? You have to be happy within yourself first. So you need to go work on yourself, spend time alone, you know, find what it is that you love about yourself and the things you like to do. You know what I'm saying? She'll see that because that's valuable, right? She'll see your value in that, and then that will bring out her attraction, you know what I'm saying, to you. She sees you on your purpose. She sees you on your mission, you know. She sees you doing shit, getting shit done, sticking to things. She sees you also loving your hobbies and loving the things you love to do, living life. That's positive energy right there, right? So they should be like, oh shit, I'm attracted to that. He's independent, he's confident, he's competent, he's getting shit done, you know, he loves his life, shit, I respect that, right? Because women can only love you if they respect you. That's what love is for a woman. She has to respect you, right? How you handle yourself. If you beg and plead to her and shit, don't go, baby, and all this shit, she ain't gonna respect you because she sees that you're operating from a way, from a, she sees that you're operating from a place of lack. You know what I'm saying? That's so important to know. You know, whereas if you're like, okay, cool, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? But this is what we can do logically to try and see if we can make it work. What do you want? This is what I want. Make the whole thing logical. You know what I'm saying? Make it very like a business situation. You know what I'm saying? But if you're all emotional, like, oh my God, you don't love me no more. You know, if you're doing all that, she gonna be like, this dude's a little baby, man. His cup is half full. I can't fill up his cup. He's, you know, he's not he can't be my child. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We're gonna talk about this again. Don't worry, man. I was trying to only do like a 5-minute video. It's gone over 10, almost 11 minutes right now, because I can get on a rant. But look, I hope you got some value from this. Definitely pass on this video to somebody who you think may get some value, and definitely look at some other stuff. I got a lot of stuff coming out in the future, just to see, you know, obviously if I can help you guys out. Okay, so yeah, hope that helps. Take care.